Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's challenge overview video. It's the 8th of February, and this week we have Rise Up against Negan. Pretty horrible map set, and that's going to be even worse when we get to Nightmare with the Commonwealth Walkers. But I'll get into that as we go through the maps. We got the star hero of Hunter Darrell, so that's going to be not a lot of use. So yeah, overall not really looking forward to this week, but we'll see what we can do with it. Let's get on with the weekend events first, and the first one is a metal component event. So all components after missions will be, if you find them, will be metal, and you'll be able to trade up your metals for better rarities in the trade shop throughout the weekend. And we've also got a free badge swap on. So you'll be able to swap out any useless badges or upgrade your survivors with new badges you've crafted. And lastly, we also have 5-second upgrades on survivors and equipment, but not on buildings this weekend. So that's all of them. Let's get on with the maps. First map we have is Beach Life, and on this map you need to get to exit, which is on the far left of the map. When you start in the top right, there's normally at least one walker next to you, and after the second turn there are several waves of auto spawns, including a goo which come from the bottom and the middle top. What you can do is you can stay at the start and kill everything on the map. After a while those auto spawns stop, but when you cross this line here, then a new wave set of auto spawns will start spawning from behind you, pushing you towards the left hand side. So two ways to do it is stay at the start and kill everything and then make a dash for it, or you can just make a run for it straight away, hoping to avoid the auto spawns. You need to be able to get to the left hand side in sort of 2 turns. Having Hunter Darrell in lead is not going to be very good for that, but at higher levels it's pretty much the only way to do it. And I'm going to suggest that having Riot Giglen and a warrior, probably Zeke with a Morning Star, is going to be the easiest way to do that tactic. Next map is Graveyard Shift. This is a killer walkers, but they spawn in waves. You start with these walkers. Once you've killed the last one of these, you'll get another wave, which I believe comes to the left. Or the bottom. And then when you kill that wave, you get another spawn. And then when you kill those spawns, you get a final spawn, which has a tank. There is a way to avoid the final spawn, or at least there used to be. And that is after the second wave. Once you've killed all of those, there'll be a spawn of 3 walkers in the bottom left. You can spawn block 2 of them by standing in the bottom left corner, and then 1 will spawn. If you kill that in that turn, nothing else will spawn and the map will end. So try and get yourself lined up and ready to kill that after you've killed the last walker in the second spawn. Other than that, it's quite an easy map, so nothing to really worry about there. Unlike the next map, which is Breakdown. And on this one, you have to survive a certain number of rounds. 6, maybe 7, can't remember exactly. And you have auto spawns coming from the left, the right, and the bottom of the map. Starts with some to the right of you. There's also walkers on the left hand side, including a tank. It's a hard enough map anyway, and going clear on it with Hunter Darrell on is going to be challenging even before Nightmare. But when you start getting the Commonwealth Walker spawn on this, it is going to be really, really tough. I'm not even sure how it's going to be doable. I'm sure there's people out there who'll find a way. But yeah, not looking forward to this one in Nightmare at all. Before Nightmare, Zeke and Tyrese would probably do a good job keeping stuff back. with their morning stars. But yeah, that's not going to work forever. The next map is Daryl's Nightmare. This one you can play in a couple of ways again. You can either stay at the start and kill everything, and then take your time. One thing to bear in mind is the spawn do come in from behind you, auto spawns. So what you want to do is, on the very first turn, you need to get back and spawn block the very back 2 spaces to stop a tank spawning, and then just keep the walkers that are there in this the 3 spaces next to that. Keep them blocked and nothing will come out. Then you want to make your way to the right hand side, opening up the hitting the radios as you go, and if you're stood one to the right where the tank is, you can actually see through the door and shoot through the door. So if you've killed everything on the map, get into that spot and set everything in that room on fire before you open it, and you'll be able to let them burn out, open it and hit the last radio. Bear in mind, when you hit that last radio, a walker will spawn at the bottom of the map, and if you've got someone waiting on the line, it probably might be within range of them, so have someone there who can either stun it or push it away. The other way is to just charge it as quickly as possible using morning stars to push stuff away, and Mike to run into that end room and hit the radio. Next map is Boombox, and with this one, early on you're going to want to have Pizza Glen in here to be able to go and hit the car door and run away from the walkers that surround it, because on this there is auto spawns every round whilst the car is making noise, so you want to switch that off as quickly as possible, and once the car's switched off, it turns into a kill all walkers. So up until later rounds it's not too much of a problem, but if you can't get that car shut off in the first couple of turns or the first turn, it makes it really difficult. Obviously a walker mic is going to be a godsend on this one, being able to run in, and you might not even need Pizza Glen, just a scout who can reach it or a shooter who can reach it with walker mic on the first turn, and you're away really. Next map is Jagged, and this one again was a really tough map anyway. I'm talking Nightmare here. Early on it's not too bad. You can keep the threat down, use Huntsman Dara to prowl if you want. You got a spike on the map that starts at the top left. Once you've killed that, you'll get an auto spawn out of this container, which you can spawn block by standing on the X's, and another spike will spawn to the left hand side. Once you've killed that second spike, you'll get an auto spawn from the container again, but you'll also be able to open the container at the top. So having those spawn blocks in mind is good. At higher levels, when you've got a massive one turn incoming, which is going to have Commonwealth walkers, tanks, and all of that shebang, it's going to be really tough. It's going to be a Mercer and Yumiko map, no doubt about it. So that should be great fun. But yeah, some horrible maps on here, particularly Breakdown. That's I'm not going to plan on going perfect this week, but hopefully I'll get some videos up, and you'll have Charlie's videos, so you probably get through them quite quickly early on as well to help you out. Hope you've stocked up on flares, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.